like this match is over, he's about to hit him with the big slam.
Again, thanks for your support, and we'll see you at the matches right here, onewrestling.com.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Big Slam Nation, OneWrestling.com's Big Slam Nation. I'm joined here by 8-Track Brown, the dirtiest of the city, and of course, Big Ray, the mark of the masses from OneWrestling.com. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. We're going to talk about the inevitable. I mean, we got to talk about it, right? Because everybody got laid off today. Black Friday, there was at least there were at least six. Eight. Whoa, there were at least 8 and counting.
Keep talking. Let me research it while you're doing this.
By the end of this broadcast, there will be 15 people gone from the WWE. Were you aware of this, 8-Track Brown, or were you sleeping all day?
I was sleeping all day, but I was aware of some of this stuff in the morning.
All right.
Fix my computer a bit. I was aware of some of this stuff early this morning. And Alex Riley's gone, Sandow's gone, Swoggle is gone.
I got it right here.
All right, get the list down.
All right, so we got www.wrestlezone.com reporting only a few minutes ago, and this is Nick Paglino. WWE has come to terms with the release of WWE superstars King Barrett, Damien Sandow, Santino Marella, Cameron, Hornswoggle. You know what? That's what he's going to be on the indie circuit. He's going to be Hornswoggle. Alex Riley, El Torito. Thank you, Jesus. I'm sorry. And Zeb Colter.
Did you say Fandango?
No. I said Zeb Colter, El Torito.
Okay. And you're excited about that?
What the hell do we need a freaking midget bull?
I'm just saying. I'm like, you were like so excited. Yes, thank you, Jesus. El Torito's gone. I'm like
Hornswoggle already has dates. He's going to be at the Global Force Wrestling show.
Really?
Dude, yeah.
Global Force is still running shows?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Anywhere Damien Sandow goes, he will be their world champion.
You know what, man? Let's talk about a couple of these guys, right? Because some people, you could see it coming. They're writing on the wall. Actually, like somebody like Hornswoggle, his his contract, man. I mean, he was there for a long time. He should thank his lucky stars for being there as long as he was. And a lot of the time, he wasn't even on television, but he was still employed. But there's some notables here. There's King Barrett, whom has been disillusioned with the WWE for a long time, but still hell of a talent. And you got Damien Sandow, who was over as hell. I mean, like, you cannot be more over than this guy was. Disappears from television, comes back and gets cheered. You know, guys like this, it's kind of puzzling. Like, why? Yo, Ray, I'm going to go to you real quick, man. Why would the WWE leave money on the table? Because, in essence, they left money on the table with this guy, right? With Damien Sandow, they could have made some money. They could have kept him around. He's at the very least a good hand, but I think he could have actually drew money. Why would they leave money on the table, man?
You know, wrestling is weird, and what I'm learning, the more I get to know what's going on in the business, the more I'm finding out that when you rub someone the wrong way, I'm not saying that Damien Sandow has, when you rub someone the wrong way, or when there comes a point where they see that you're not going to break through that glass ceiling, they just stick with it. You know, it's very rare where we get a Danny O'Brien. It's very rare where we get, a talent that can break through that glass ceiling, by himself or by herself. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a great example. He in WCW, Eric Bischoff told him, there's no way you're going to be able to do anything. You'll never be a main eventer. Comes to WWE, got handed a crappy gimmick, and took it upon himself to break through again that proverbial glass ceiling. Now, you asked me a good question. Why do they leave the money on the table? I don't know. Damien Sandow, I got to be honest, when he won Money in the Bank, I thought they were going to give him a title run. I thought the whole intellectual savior of the masses was freaking amazing. The elbow of disdain. I mean the guy had everything. Size. I mean he was the OVW champion. I mean the guy was great. I don't know. And you know, they even had him on the promos for WWE 2K15. He came out on stage, and again, you're right. He was the most over guy in the WWE, and I'm absolutely before A-Track. Maybe you have a better idea. Maybe because he's black. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, okay. First off, he wasn't the most overdue.
No.
No.
He did say that, but it's just something you say.
I want to break this mold that Damien Sandow is somehow some big loss. I'm going to defend the WWE here. Who cares?
Well,
who cares?
All right, I'll let you finish.
We already had the genius in the '80s anyway. I wasn't a fan of the gimmick. I didn't care. You know, he later on became a very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? Let's just say he was very good at his role when he was with The Miz. And that was, simple and silly. It wasn't great. I really don't see the big deal. Everybody's losing their mind over the fact that Damien Sandow was gone. So what?
No.
Let him go.
No, it's not the fact. The fact is that they never gave him the opportunity. I'm sorry, Billy, but
he doesn't deserve the opportunity. He's trash.
No, he's not trash.
What's so good about Damien Sandow? Oh, he can rock The Miz. You know what? I'm totally joking here.
Okay, dude. I was like, you're crazy. Come on, man.
I think it was messed up to me that they let this dude go. I think that he had a tremendous. He had a lot to give to the company. He had tremendous talent. I think he was one of these guys that would probably excel at most things that they would probably give him to do. I thought that he was going to be a part of Social Outcast at one point, but they never put him in there. Would it have killed them to put him in the Social Outcast? No. It was something for him to do. He could have been the leader. He could have made the Social Outcast a legit thing, So for them to do that, I thought, hey, I guess WWE's loss is TNA's gain.
If you want to transition over to TNA, I don't think they should be looking at Damien Sandow, man. I think they should be looking at Wade Barrett. I really do. I really think that if they brought in Wade Barrett, what's the name of the TNA World Champion? I forget his name. Drew Galloway. Isn't that like a match? I mean, come on, man. Wade Barrett and Drew Galloway, man, come on.
Can I ask you a question? Does WWE have a copyright on bad news? That
we don't want that. We don't want that.
Because if he comes out and I got some bad news, Drew Galloway.
Well, I guess he can technically say that, but he can't call himself Bad News Barrett. But regardless, he doesn't need. Is his name even Wade Barrett? Who knows what his real name is? I have no idea. They might have just given him that name.
They can call him Bad News Britain for all we care.
London. What is it? London Calling can be his theme song. But check it out. Like, I want to go back to Damien Sandow real quick, man, and the way they leave money on the table. I mean, guys like R-Truth, and I'm very happy R-Truth still has a job. Guys like Goldust, I'm very happy Goldust still has a job. These people are still around. They're still employed and they're still contributing. I think they could have done something with Damien Sandow. I, quite frankly, wasn't the biggest Damien Sandow fan, but I realized that the people were behind him. So you should have done something with him. But yet, and I got to go back to Roman Reigns, and everybody's going to be saying, oh, Roman Reigns, why are you going back to Roman Reigns? Why is everybody hating on Roman Reigns? The deal is Roman Reigns has never, well, not never, for a small point in Roman Reigns' WWE career was he ever as over as Damien Sandow was. I mean, straight up. Damien Sandow, you can make an argument, has been over for longer and more than Roman Reigns. Yet Roman Reigns is the WWE champion. And Damien Sandow is on the unemployment line right now. It's like, they cut off their nose to spite their face. They're going to go with the guys they're going to go with, and they're not going to go with the guys they're not going to go with, regardless of what the people say.
Well, all Damien Sandow had to do was join a certain club.
Oh, man.
He didn't want to join the club, but Roman Reigns did.
What are you alleging here? Huh?
I'm not alleging anything. I'm saying that Roman Reigns is my guy. Okay,
he's not your guy. He's the guy.
He's not guy. He's not your guy. He's my guy. And nothing you can do can take me away from my guy.
Isn't that a song from like the 60s or something?
Yeah. Actually, he sings it in the shower sometimes in his woman's voice.
My guy. You have freaking Roman Reigns in the shower with him, kissing his ass.
There's nothing you can do to my guy. My guy.
Yeah, right.
This is wrong. By the way, Wade Barrett's name is Stu Bennett.
Is it really? That's a horrible name.
Who's Bennett? What's wrong with that name?
No, Stu is a horrible name. Stu's a bad name. Let's call him something else.
Stuart Bennett.
It's coming, son. The bad news team. Stu and Bram. There you go.
Yo, his last tweet was, "Goodbye WWE." That's it.
What's up with...
He was leaving anyway, so...
Well,
he
didn't give a shit. He didn't give a damn. He didn't care what was going to go down. But still, that's the kind of guy... That's one of the guys that you can...
Swagger's still with the company?
Who?
Jack Swagger.
Here we go. That's another one. There's no rhyme or reason to this sort of stuff. I don't understand it personally. Curtis Axel, he still has a job, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I think the only reason they let him hang on is because he's Kurt Hennig's son. That's the only reason, seriously. Damien Sandow, I am absolutely, like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm confused about that. Now, I understand the damn Torito. Nobody needs him. Hornswoggle, believe it or not, for the kiddies and stuff, but for the kiddies and for like those events where the WWE goes out and they reach out to the public and that type of stuff.
Yeah, but Hornswoggle's more likable. I mean, Torito's more likable than Hornswoggle, I think.
How could you say that?
Well,
is a mask.
Exactly. That's why he's in a bull suit.
But anyway,
that's what they like.
all I'm saying is that you have Santino Marella.
They don't have bulls like that.
I thought he
where
was
you
released
come from.
already. That was the crazy
No,
thing.
Santino Marella doesn't matter because he's been gone. It was a technicality, and his contract came to end.
Yeah, I thought he was already gone though.
Right, Zeb Colter. Whatever. I mean, Dirty Dutch Mantel's been in the business for years. He'll get a job somewhere else. If not,
and speaking of people that TNA need to get, all I hear is that here we go again. That guy has a great wrestling mind, and I'm not overusing that.
No, but didn't they visit this already? Wasn't he in TNA before?
He was?
Yeah.
Dutch Mantel, I believe he was.
I didn't know that.
We don't want to revisit something and nothing comes of it.
They say he's a good booker, so I'm just saying, like, take that guy. A lot of people, I keep hearing good things about his booking and the things that he comes up with or whatever. So, and if he was there before, maybe he was there at the period when TNA was good. So take him back.
Listen, really quickly. I mean, really, like, this is the whole Damien Sandow thing has bugged me out from the very beginning. I honestly, I can't, unless it's something that he did that we are not privy to know. Like, unless he stole something, or unless he slapped somebody and they didn't want to make it public, unless he touched somebody's butt.
I think Vince McMahon didn't like his face.
Why?
I don't like your face.
Yeah, he didn't like Christian's face.
Yeah, but this guy has a good look. He has the beard.
I don't like his face. You like his face?
He looks Muslim.
Yeah, that's not good.
What about when he was clean shaven? When he was what
do you think I'm gonna do with Sami Zayn?
Oh my God, Sami Zayn he's gonna have a turban and he's gonna be coming in the flying carpet any day now.
I'll take it. I like that better than the ska music he comes out to. I swear, even though it's kind of growing on me now.
I like it.
I'm actually used to that.
The people have made that song tolerable because they chant to it and it's kind of cool, but the song is awful. Talking about awful songs, Cameron got released. What is she going to be doing with herself, man? Where does she go? I mean, she's not a good wrestler. She was never a good performer. So
she goes to become a wannabe reality star. That's exactly where she's going. She's going to be and she's magically going to end up dating a rapper. Wow, she's gonna date Birdman, and she's gonna be like, respect it.
You had to go there, right?
Yeah, I did.
I was hoping that we'd take this hour and not mention Birdman and put respect on it.
Don't blame me. Blame your boy Marcy. He just called me before this happened. Just to say that. But I see Cameron being a wannabe reality star. Don't think that's not going to be a possibility for her. But she was useless anyway. She wasn't any good as a wrestler, so who cares?
I agree.
I mean, I'm glad. I'm not glad. I'm upset that. I'm not upset at all, but I feel for them that these people lost their jobs.
Oh, definitely. You never want anybody to lose their jobs. So looking at that,
maybe she'll find work. She'll find work. She'll find a rich white guy. She'll be all right.
No, oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe she marries Bill Apter. Anyway, I mean, that would be amazing.
I want to go to that wedding.
Let me tell you something. Bill Apter's already married. You know, I think Bill Apter can take more than one wife.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
He deserves more than one wife.
He deserves the world. I love that guy. But listen, here's the deal. With Cameron, dude, honestly, I'm afraid that she's gonna end up. You ever heard of Tube? You ever heard of TubeKitty.com?
Hey.
What? I'm just saying. Round and round.
Let me look that up right now.
No, don't look at it.
XNXX. Anyway, X Hamster. Anyway, so I really do believe Pornhub that she's gonna end up doing something that's just egregious and just not conducive to a future back in the WWE. Look, she wasn't good. I agree with you, A-Track. She wasn't great. I hated when she turned heel. I thought she sucked. She was just a Funkadactyl, dude. Now her partner.
That's it.
Her partner is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Naomi is freaking amazing, but she just cannot get through what? That glass ceiling. What has she done to get de-pushed all the time? I thought they were going to put the title on her.
No, she's sloppy. That's what she did. She
does
She's
botch.
sloppy, but her wrestling ability has nothing to do with why she wasn't being pushed. She got hurt because they were pushing her at one point, but then she got hurt and she lost time, and that was pretty much it for her. That was the story. But as it goes now, it's there's a lot of fat trimming that they have to do in this company right now. Anyway, it's nothing that I'm surprised over. I was surprised to see that Alex Riley was gone.
Yeah,
that I was not expecting that at all. I was like, what the hell was that all about? Like
that's another guy. H-Track, that's another guy, guys, that I never understood why the WWE never really got behind the guy, because he is a solid performer in the ring. I actually kind of, if you watch NXT, I kind of dug his new look with the longer hair, and he looks like he's really jacked, and he's gotten a lot better in the ring. He's got kind of a tough personality. I think he'll do well if he goes to like Japan. Everybody wants to go to Japan now, but I'm just saying there's certain personalities like Ryback would be freaking amazing.
He's gone.
In Japan. Oh yeah, we forgot about Ryback.
Did
Ryback
he leave?
pretty much gone. Well, he's gone.
He left, but he's gone. That's it. He's done.
He's not officially done yet. I mean, he's still under contract with WWE, but his contract is about to run out, and negotiations aren't going that well. And a guy that goes public and just kind of basically says we're not getting paid enough, and kind of throws Vince McMahon under the bus. I don't think the guy's coming back. That guy was called out by Michael Elgin on Twitter, saying that he wants Ryback to be his tag team partner in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Why?
Because
Ryback
is the new Scott Norton if he goes over to New Japan.
I thought Elgin was the new Scott Norton.
Elgin can Elgin can be vicious to his delicious, you know what I mean, or delicious to his vicious. Nah, man, Ryback is no joke, man.
I love Ryback.
Yeah, I love Ryback too.
Garbage.
Shut up. No, he's not.
Do not put Ryback in that frame of mind with Scott Norton. What's wrong with you?
What? Ryback is so much better than Scott Norton in ring. You kidding me?
Are you insane?
Holy cow, dude! Do you know what this man can actually do in the ring? Ryback, he's not just a musclehead. This guy can actually do a backflip. This guy is very, very athletic. I mean, Ryback is a freak of nature.
No, but not just that.
Scott Norton was just a guy that grab you in the ring and beat you up.
Scott Norton was the IWGP Heavyweight Champ. I'm tired of people crapping on Scott Norton. He was the freaking man.
I'm not saying he wasn't good.
No.
I'm not saying he wasn't good. His character was good. He was just a really strong guy that went over in Japan. Yeah. I mean, look at Giant Bernard. Prince Albert, he was super over because he was a big, strong white guy from America.
And that's all it's gonna take for Ryback to get over there. But Ryback is charismatic. Ryback has some charisma to him, man. And I mean, I really think
corny.
He's not.
I really think they could have done something with Ryback, man.
I mean, they could have. I'm not.
No, everybody goes around talking about Vince McMahon and
why you got that belt?
No, keep talking about Ryback.
Ray's gonna kill himself right now.
Like, Nick, how could you say that he's not good?
I don't, because in ring I didn't see anything about him.
No. All right, fine. I know
not just about in ring. Not that he just saved Kalisto's life or anything like that.
No, I mean, but regardless of that, not everybody in ring. Look, the Ultimate Warrior wasn't great in ring, and he's.
Goldberg was horrible.
I don't see the charisma that you do in Ryback. That's just me.
No, all right, and you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's fine that you don't. I think Ryback could have been a star in the WWE if booked properly. And they, you know, they just threw it away. They just threw it away.
He was interesting when he became a Paul Heyman guy. I will say that I did take interest in him because I liked the fact that they had, you know, it seemed like they were almost reforming a Dangerous Alliance. You know, they had him and Curtis Axel side by side. So I dug him for that frame of mind. And before he became a Paul Heyman guy, when he was just, you know, being like a bully or whatever, it wasn't too bad. So I get what you're saying. They could have done something with Rob. He's workable.
He could have been a wrecking ball, man.
It's not like he's Matt Morgan, so I understand. What
you know, he ran into John Cena and it was downhill after that.
Oh, it ran into the Cena wall.
Yeah.
Like most of us do.
Let me tell you, I would have put Miley Cyrus on his back and went right through that wall. You're right, wrecking ball. That was such a bad freaking pun. But the fact is that
God,
you don't get it.
Yeah, I got it now. No, please don't sing that.
No, all right. Yeah. So Ryback, to say that he wasn't charismatic, I know, like, you know, I can't expect you to like everybody I like, you know, that's your personal opinion. But I do like the snarky, you know, Ryback. And then when he was like asshole Ryback. He was fantastic.
But
what I'm saying is that I just had an interview. If you guys haven't checked it out, if you don't mind me, really quickly, the podcast is Big Ray and the Wrestling Chick featuring OK Fabe. We're on episode 4. I just had Ed Ferrara. We were talking about this. Ed Ferrara, formerly of WWE and WCW. We had Ed Ferrara, and Ed Ferrara said that, you know, Ryback, when he was watching him recently, it looked like he went to another level when it came to his in-ring performance. And what he's saying is that he stopped counting his steps in the ring, and he just started coming naturally. And Ed Ferrara felt that this guy was on the precipice of maybe breaking through that glass ceiling. But it seems like whenever that wrestler that we really like or that can really go over gets close to that glass ceiling or close to the brass ring, I don't know, somebody pulls the chair out from under them. Billy Ray.
You know, the thing is, there's a point to be had from what you just said, man. Like all the overbooking of this, not necessarily overbooking, over-scripting. Everybody gets scripted so heavily that they can't be them. I remember even very recently when they were trying to so-called repackage Ryback when he came back and he was like laying people out. He was just laying people out and walking out of the ring. There was something to it. He could have still brought it back, you know. But they
that something was Goldberg.
So what? So what?
That's what it was.
You act like gimmicks haven't been recycled over and over again. Look at
but when you do it with that guy, when everybody's already chanting Goldberg,
you could have used it to their advantage. People were digging them.
Yo, give him credit.
It's not coming out with the black trunks either. That just made it worse.
But give him credit. The guy came out with the Goldberg gimmick with the RVD trunks and still got over. And you don't hear nobody chanting Goldberg now.
And even if they did, like, it's very easy to use that to. What happened?
No, I was going to say they went back to chanting Goldberg when he freaking.
They came back to chant Goldberg, and he could have used that to his advantage if the WWE was smart about it.
If they were what they should have did was have I thought they were doing this. I really thought that they were going to have, when he started wearing the black tights, I really thought they were going the route of having him, you know, address the whole Goldberg thing and fight Goldberg and beat him.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been a good thing to do. I really thought, and if for all we know, they could have been, because I still didn't understand. I was like, why would he do that? You know. But the one thing I will miss is the way he mocks CM Punk when he comes out.
And I think he did it because he just stopped giving a damn at that point. He knew he was gone, and he's like, you know what, I'm doing whatever the hell I want. And he wasn't a big fan of CM Punk, and neither am I. So that's even more of a reason why I support Ryback. And I think, you know, if he goes to New Japan, I think he'd be the best fit for New Japan. He'll be a giant star over there, man.
But isn't it a shame that the American wrestling athletes, I'll call them wrestling athletes, or you know, some people call them sports entertainers or whatever, have to go all the way to Japan to make good money and get their just desserts? Like, you know, Ryback and ROH, Ryback would be just too big, if that makes any sense, to be in ROH. TNA, same thing, man. Like, I don't know, man. I just can't see him in the ring.
I mean, too big. I mean, picture him in the ring with Bobby Lashley.
Nah, he could be the new Brock. He could be their Brock Lesnar over there. Like, I mean, Brock Lesnar.
They have their Brock Lesnar. His name is Bobby Lashley.
And what's your point? They can add another one, and his name could be whatever Ryback's name is.
Ryback is not in that He's just big.
Wait a minute, bro.
Ryback is so good. What are you talking about?
All right, I gotta go back and watch some Ryback.
Watch his matches.
I don't know what I'm missing that y'all are seeing.
Are you not? Would you not want to watch Ryback versus Bobby Lashley?
That would be awesome.
Would you not want to see that?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not? One reason.
Why would I?
One reason why not?
One reason why I should.
No, don't turn it on me. One reason. No, I asked you for one reason. Give me one.
No, you're trying to sell me.
So what you're telling me is you don't have a reason.
What? Give me a reason.
No, I don't know. I asked you the question.
Okay, you know why? Because he's a bum. He's a bum rock.
He's a bum rock. Very, very good hashtag wrestling analysis.
Ryback has.
There is no interest in Ryback and Lashley. All right, for me, I don't see the appeal in it. I don't. The guy, listen, he has a likable personality. I give him that. His in-ring wrestling, I don't see it. I do not see it.
You know what's so sad? You know what's really sad right now?
What's that, buddy?
We had 8 people released by the WWE, and we've been spending the last 20 minutes talking about a guy who's still under contract. Damien Sandow gets buried yet again.
Even on this show.
Even on this show, the poor guy doesn't get his... Because the fact is that this is the guy, I'm serious, that we should really be focusing this conversation, and we should... I mean, it's just my opinion.
Well, we kicked off with him, but go ahead, huh?
But I'm just saying that, look, guys like Ryback, who when he fought CM Punk for the WWE title in the Hell in a Cell, was ridiculously over at that point in juncture. I saw him in Madison Square Garden. Dude, you don't think so?
I think so. This dude's rolling his freaking eyes.
Let me tell you something. When Ryback, I was in WWE. I went to Madison Square Garden for Monday Night Raw when Ryback was there in that thing in that whole feud with CM Punk. Yo, I haven't heard a pop. Let me see. A live pop. That might have been maybe the 4th or 5th loudest pop I've ever heard.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, man. Like when Ryback came out, it was just like death. Like at one point, there was some drunk Italian guy by. Yeah! Like my ears started to bleed just a little bit. Like it was really loud, and this guy everything he did was over. And the thing is that he's gotten so much better. And you guys know about the story that he put a trampoline in his backyard so he could get over the fear of doing backflips, and now he's added an aerial arsenal to his freaking.
You have to send me a link to this backflip stuff because
my man, the dude's a giant freaking flipping bullet.
Don't worry about it, Ray. Listen, today's date, jot it down. This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call it right here. If Ryback ever makes his way to New Japan Pro Wrestling,
call him the Ryback.
Mr. A-Track Brown over here will be the biggest Ryback mark ever. Exactly. That motion, that's what he will be doing. The biggest...
I'm brushing my teeth, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be brushing his teeth while watching New Japan Pro Wrestling and cheering on Ryback after he wins the IWGP title over there. He'll be losing his mind over it just because it's New Japan.
If I become a fan of Ryback, if he goes to New Japan, that's because it would be painfully obvious that he's become a good wrestler. That's the only way you'll see me rooting for Ryback.
Be careful what you say, number one. Number two,
if he impresses me, I will say I was wrong.
Good.
Okay.
No, but you know what? Oh, go ahead.
Wait, real quick.
About this whole thing right now, I'm like,
hold on, real quick. Wait until if he goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I've been asleep.
Hold on, I'm gonna say this. If he goes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, if he goes to any other organization to wrestle, you're gonna see a whole different Ryback.
All right, cool. Because they will most likely take the cuffs off from wherever he goes. So
the chains off.
Yeah, the chains will be off. So let's see what happens. And if I'm open to the guy being good. So if he changes my mind, then I'll say, hey. But the Ryback I seen in the ring in WWE didn't do shit.
But it's not all about in ring. This is what I'm talking about, man. Like some of the greatest wrestlers of all time were crap in the ring. He had presence. They could have done something with him. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying he could have been. I'm not saying what.
Your presence doesn't wrestle.
Yeah, but your presence sells merchandise, and your presence gets over. This is what I'm trying to tell you. They could have done something with him. I'm not saying he's going to be the flag bearer of the company. I'm just saying he could have served a purpose there. And instead of jobbing to Kalisto all the time, Kalisto, who's another guy they're doing absolutely nothing with, put a title on him. It means nothing. He beats Ryback, and it means nothing.
They're about to do something with Kalisto right now.
Who's he going to lose to? John Cena when he comes back?
No, he's going to lose to Rusev.
And then John Cena's going to come back.
Memorial Day, John Cena will get the U.S. title right back.
Yes, probably. But then it'll mean something, so I'm not against it. And we can have that argument at another time.
John Cena, we're gonna have an argument.
Okay.
Is John Cena the greatest U.S. champion?
Absolutely.
Of all time.
I said this. I said this before. I said this before.
It's between him and Lex Luger. That's it.
Listen, we had this argument before. I think we might have done it on Big Slam. John Cena is the greatest United States champion of all time. I don't care how much hate I get for this. It doesn't matter to me. He resurrected that title single-handedly, and when he gave it up, it means nothing again.
Stop.
That's what he did to it. That's what he did.
He didn't
Look
resurrect
what you did, Ray.
anything.
No, hold on.
He didn't resurrect. No, stop. He didn't resurrect nothing.
Okay, all right. Track.
Listen.
Listen.
Vince McMahon did not look at these matches and say, "Oh my God, I have to have him make a U.S. Open challenge every week because he's having great matches."
A-Track. We're being worked, man. He did this on purpose. Okay. He did this on purpose. He wants us to argue with each other. You understand? He knows how we do. So let's just shut down Big Ray on this one. We're not going to give him the satisfaction. I'm not going to argue with you about John Cena this time. All right? Cool? Man, he's whistling over there. Yeah. You having fun? Huh? Hey, man. So listen, all right. Any of these other notables that are no longer with the company that we need to talk about?
Yeah, like I said, I think I'm still shocked over Alex Riley leaving. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the hell they did that for.
Okay.
Maybe they saw his beef with the Solid Monster. They said, we got to fire this idiot. I have no idea.
You didn't see what he said?
No, what did he say, actually? I don't know. What did he say?
Well, all right. The Solid Monster said that he was on his. He was talking about Alex Riley one day. He said that he looks like Triple H without the talent.
Woo! And that's not saying much.
And it isn't. And I guess it got back to Riley, and Riley took it as him saying that he had no talent.
And that's how I would have taken it too.
And, but Solid Monster.
Somebody calls me Triple H. We got issues.
Yeah, maybe it was the fact that you compared him to Triple H that pissed him off. Stop doing that. But he took issue with it, thinking that Solid Monster was saying that he was just a talentless person, and he went back and started talking crap about him, this, that, and the third. And Solid Monster, he has his faithful followers. So now that Alex Riley is released, nobody, at least people on the Solid Monster side, is going to give a damn. But I just say that it was a bad week for Alex Riley. You go at it with a podcaster, and then they see you get fired.
All right, here's the deal.
So how that podcaster's going to laugh at your ass?
Listen.
I would, but I'm not.
I heard that Alex Riley, I read it somewhere, and I don't remember where exactly, but apparently he alluded to the fact that I forgot which diva drank his semen.
Oh gosh.
And then he proceeded to argue with somebody on Twitter.
He said this?
This is what I heard.
Oh.
I have to confirm it.
Okay.
But I think he got into some trouble because he was talking basically smack, and it went very public. And then the next tweet he had was, "How do you delete a tweet?" Like, in other words, he said something allegedly. He said something crazy, and then the next thing was, "How do you delete this?" Proceed, and I'll see if I can look into this really quickly.
It's called Google. Just go on Google.
No. I'm not going to Google.
Not you. I'm saying, like, that's what Alex Riley should have done and deleted his tweet. They would have told him how to do it.
Somebody, the diva drinking his semen. I want to know what diva this is.
I don't want to know. I have no interest in any of that.
Eve Marie.
Really?
I'm serious. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Oh,
I can buy that.
I'm working on it. Go ahead, proceed.
She said she looked at the other divas and said, "I'm going to further my career."
Okay, let's get off of this.
I'm going to sleep with Alex Riley.
That's what she said.
My favorite Alex Riley moment was when he was with the Miz that entire time. That was great, and I think they did a disservice taking him away from the Miz, and it's never been the same for him after that. NXT, he got punked out by Kevin Owens, and that was his biggest claim to fame after that. And I don't know. I mean, I was really never a big Alex Riley fan.
It's all John Cena's fault, really.
How is it John Cena's fault, A-Track, bro?
Because he was the one who torpedoed his career.
How? Tell me, please. I really don't know where you're coming from. I'm sure.
Look it up, and I'm not getting into that, man.
Oh my God.
Him and John Cena buried that dude. It's not a secret. I don't know. I can't get into all the details.
All right.
I can't even remember, but it's everybody knows this by now.
All right. Well, I don't, but we'll get into it on a hustle. What's up?
I just realized, you got Alex Riley, who was basically the Miz's right hand. His career went down to hell, and then Damien Sandow,
and then Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan, what the hell? The Miz is cursed.
He taught Daniel Bryan everything he knows. By the way,
Stop it.
The Miz did that. The Miz gets credit for that.
Move on while I do this, please.
All right, man. Anyway, hey, Chyna's supposed to make it into the Hall of Fame apparently now after her death. Stephanie McMahon has come out and said on TMZ something or other that Chyna will at some point be in the Hall of Fame. She deserves it. That was never a question. But with the WWE ethics, that sometimes this doesn't happen, even though they already have Hulk Hogan in the Hall of Fame, which they took out, which will be back in, who's a porn star. I'm sure X-Pac will be in the Hall of Fame at some point, and he's a porn star. So, I mean, I really don't see the big deal. And congratulations to Chyna when she does get in, and she deserves it. A-Track Brown, tell me what you think.
Oh, well, it was a good move. And, let's not pretend that they're not doing this to make themselves look good. Okay. That's it. I don't care what anybody says. Happy for Chyna.
I think they have to do it, yeah.
But it's all about, saving face. It's not because they're doing it, because it's the right thing to do. And I don't care what people have to say. Oh, you should be happy. I'm happy for Chyna. But let's not kid ourselves, okay?
Well, at least she's getting in. What's up, Ray?
I have a feeling that story with Alex Riley was erroneous.
Really?
Oh, really?
Doesn't shock me.
No, I'm just saying, man, because that's why I always say allegedly, because I like to, because anyway, I think it's whatever. Hey, did you know Mayweather may fight McGregor?
I heard that. I heard Conor McGregor will fight Mayweather.
No, not Floyd. Roger Mayweather, the 70-year-old man.
I think either way, the result would be the same. Somebody's going to get choked out, and his name's going to be Mayweather if they do it in an octagon.
Oh, they're doing it in the boxing ring.
See, that's the thing. They're letting Floyd Mayweather sucker him into a position where Floyd Mayweather's going to win. This is all Floyd Mayweather ever does. He never puts himself in a position where he's going to lose. Well, that's the smart thing to do. But then everybody calls him the greatest of all time. He's not. He's not the greatest of all time. I'm sorry.
Yo, Billy Ray, boxes kangaroo.
No, but really, and you're gonna sit there and tell me that Floyd Mayweather's the greatest of all time?
Oh no,
exactly.
No,
but he does, and all he does, all he is an opportunist. He sits there and picks and chooses who he fights. So I don't give him any credit. Just me. He's a great defensive fighter. I'll give him that. That's it.
Hey, you can be called you can be looked at as the greatest boxer of all time and have severe brain damage, or you can set yourself up as the greatest boxer of all time and be able to count your money past 20. Which one would you pick?
I gotta be honest. I think Floyd Mayweather is possibly the greatest defensive fighter, and I'm not even the greatest defensive.
He's the greatest boring fighter I've ever seen in my life.
Winky Wright. That's the most boring fighter I've ever seen in my life.
No, but you know what? People didn't pay millions of dollars to see freaking Winky Wright.
Are you saying Sugar Ray was boring?
No, Sugar Ray Leonard was a great defensive fighter, but the thing is that Sugar Ray Leonard will whip your ass.
Mm-hmm. He can fight, and it's. I know there's a difference between boxing and fighting. Well, guess what? I don't like boxing. I want to see fighting. That's what I want to see. I don't like boxing because it's just boring. And the sweet science of it, Floyd Mayweather put it to bed for me. And I would love to see Floyd Mayweather, who talks so much of that smack, get into an octagon with Conor McGregor. That would be beautiful. Beautiful to watch. I would love it. I would pay $100 to see it.
It's funny, but here's the thing. Mm-hmm. When you think about it, defending yourself in the boxing ring and defending yourself in the octagon is two different things. Will Conor McGregor, if they were in the octagon, could Conor McGregor somehow even catch Floyd Mayweather? That dude is really fast.
Are you out of your mind?
Conor McGregor will grab his.
I'm not saying he's going to beat him. I'm not saying Mayweather would beat his ass, but would he be able to break Mayweather from defense? That's what I'm saying.
He would kill. I mean, it would be murder. It
McGregor,
would be murder.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna have Mayweather throwing a jab, trying to back the guy off, and the guy's gonna shoot. Mayweather's gonna break his hand on the top of this guy's head, and he's not gonna have a left hand, and he's gonna grab him in a double leg takedown. He's gonna sit on him for a couple of minutes, ground and pound him, and then choke him out.
That's what I see. It's just kicks in wrestling, but it only takes is one punch. Let's not act like this dude can't punch.
He can't punch.
Okay, yeah.
Who's he ever knocked out? And don't give me the English cat that came over. I forget. What was it? I forget his name. That he knocked out after Pacquiao destroyed him.
I'm not saying that he can't punch. What I'm saying is, all his fights he doesn't have to. When you put somebody in the ring where they have to, it's gonna be a different story. I'm still saying Conor McGregor whip his ass.
You give this dude so much credit, like he doesn't have to.
No, I don't know this guy.
No.
We gotta stop with this crap. The dude is a boxer. We're not gonna beat his ass. Nobody in here can take Floyd Mayweather.
Who said that?
Octagon.
Who said that?
I'm just saying that I don't know what this dude can do in an octagon. I don't know.
I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen in an octagon.
No, you can't. You're not psychic.
I am psychic. I won the After Cup. Okay? He's going to get knocked the hell out.
Yo, what?
Greg couldn't even hang with Nate Diaz. I'm expecting him to hang with...
Nate Diaz is freaking a badass, number one. Number two, what if we don't know that for the last 10 years, Floyd Mayweather's been training with the Gracies?
How do we don't know what? Listen.
Just saying.
Shane McMahon was training with the Gracies, okay? He can't throw a punch, all right? I wouldn't put too much credit on that.
Dude, that stupid, here comes the money, work punch that he throws. That's probably not the way he really throws a punch,
He learned that at the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu
Hold
school.
on. Do you think The Rock really throws a punch like that?
Yes, I do. That's what he does. I've seen
he
it
does
for
not.
years in WWE.
I think when it comes down to it, I'm just saying that we don't know what a person could do if he has to fight. I mean, Conor McGregor could come rushing in, and Mayweather could boop, 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 2 quick hits.
Oh, man.
That's it. The dude's just a fast puncher.
Listen.
McGregor's can't punch as fast as him.
Listen, check this out, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen. I don't know if Atlantis ever existed, all right? I don't know if the world is flat. I don't know if it's round, okay? I don't know these things. I don't know if Floyd Mayweather ever trained with the jiu-jitsus, with the freaking...
With the jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsus? That's what they're called?
If you ever trained with the jiu-jitsus, those people, if you don't know about them, that's your fault, not mine.
I'm training with the jiu-jitsus this Saturday.
Are you really? You probably get whooped just like Conor McGregor was going to whip his ass. Like, I mean, seriously. Bottom line, no
Freaking
way.
Jiu-jitsus.
No, hey, listen. If you don't know about the jiu-jitsus, don't worry about it, okay? Listen, the Gracies, whatever you want to call them, all right?
Oh, whatever you want to call them.
Whatever you want to call them. Listen,
Just the godfathers of MMA. Huh?
They did nothing for Shane McMahon, okay? So what? So what? Royce Gracie won the first 3 Ultimate Fighting Championships. Doesn't matter. Anyway, listen. Conor McGregor would destroy this dude, straight up and down. Okay, the guy isn't even. He's never proved anything to anyone. He's never beaten anyone in their prime. Not one person in their prime.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Yeah, he did. You don't know Martin Luther King. Anyway, no, he's never beaten anyone in his prime. Floyd Mayweather ever beaten one person in his prime. Everyone he has beat is either past their prime or hasn't reached their prime yet.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I would say. Hold on.
You were gonna say Canelo Alvarez?
I was gonna say Canelo Alvarez, but my argument was that I think Canelo Alvarez needed another 3 or 4 fights.
Absolutely, I agree. I think he still would have lost, but I think you're right. Yeah.
And also, I think when he fought this kid, the Puerto Rican kid,
Miguel Cotto.
Miguel Cotto.
Miguel Cotto's past his prime, by the way, but I get you.
I think he was always a bum.
Yeah, but shut up. I think if Cotto would have got him,
Ricky Hatton, that was his name.
Ricky Hatton, yes.
That's the only guy Floyd Mayweather ever knocked out convincingly.
But that guy Ricky Hatton was a good fighter. He was a tough fighter. He was not the best defensive fighter, and he was tailor-made to come forward right into Floyd Mayweather. If those who don't know, I actually know a little bit about boxing. Mayweather is, again, the best defensive. But why are we talking boxing? What the hell's going on here?
You brought it up.
You brought it up.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Wow, this is so cool. You know, why don't we ever talk MMA and boxing?
Maybe because I don't know enough about the jiu-jitsus.
I'm just saying, it's big. Hold on. It's Big Slam Nation. Why don't we ever? I mean, you know, why don't they slam each other in freaking MMA? Like, why don't we ever talk about? You know, it doesn't have to be just pro wrestling.
Talk some MMA.
Talk some boxing and MMA.
That's fine.
I mean, you got UFC 200 right around the corner. Maybe we can preview that. What do you guys think?
I'll talk about it.
What do you think? What do you think, A-Track?
I'm cool with that. I'm not too much of a fan of either, but I don't mind talking about it.
Like watching the Karate Man.
Yeah, I mean, I like UFC. It's just I'm just not an expert at it like that.
Okay,
Not like you guys.
Nah, me neither. Me neither. I mean, I watch, but I can't.
Oh, you're not an expert. So you couldn't really tell me if Conor McGregor could knock out Floyd Mayweather.
I don't need to be an expert to see that happen. But I'm not an expert, but I am psychic.
Mr. Big Tom Pimp.
That's right.
Just screwed yourself there, Billy Ray.
What's up, buddy?
So you screwed yourself there, Chief.
How so?
Gotcha.
How'd he get me?
Travis, you win.
By saying I'm not an expert?
Travis is the winner.
I'm right now. I'm currently watching 15 of the greatest Floyd Mayweather knockouts right now.
Of who? Who did he knock out?
Some guy named Jerry Cooper.
Okay, exactly. Come on.
Jerry Cooney.
Zab Judah, who's past his prime, who never quite made it there.
The guy who took his eyes off of him like a moron.
And this dude.
This nigga said Jerry Cooney.
No, what was his name? Jerry. I forgot.
I thought you said Jerry Cooney. You know who Jerry Cooney is?
No idea. What's up?
Jerry Cooney's the great heavyweight, the Irish. Well, he wasn't that great. The big Irish guy that fought what's the hammer? Oh God, Larry Holmes, and he got his ass handed to him.
Oh my God.
All right,
I don't know about that. You see what I'm saying?
We got 10 minutes left.
History.
We got 10 minutes left to the show. I want to talk about Roman Reigns. And I want to talk about AJ Styles at Fastlane or what is it? Yeah, Extreme Rules, right? That's what's coming up.
No, it's Fastlane Part 2.
Yeah, at Extreme Rules. What do we see happening here? AJ Styles got beat like we all thought he would, except for Ray. Ray somehow thought that AJ Styles was going to win
been tied, by the way,
the WWE Championship, and that didn't happen. But what do we expect at Extreme Rules? AJ Styles will lose again. How does he lose?
Okay, real quick, Mayweather knocked out a bunch of bums.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I only see like 4 legit knockouts here, and that was when he was younger himself. Yeah. I'm just watching this. I'm like, who are these people? These dudes are a bunch of freaking bums, or past their prime, like De La Hoya.
Yeah. The Santino Morellas of boxing.
He hit me right in the button. Right in the button. I remember when Oscar De La Hoya said that, but that was who was it? Who's that guy that's 50 that's still boxing?
Chavez?
No, not Chavez. Black guy. Very good.
Oh, Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah. Did that to him or whatever. Anyway.
Right in the button.
Tell me about something like that.
Right in the button.
Who the hell is Angel Manfredi?
I don't know. Nobody cares.
I don't know none of these people he knocked out.
Because he never did anything of merit.
He really, oh my God, you're so right. I don't know who any of these people are. I have no idea who most of these dudes are. Manfredi? Is that even a real name?
I'm going to name my dog Manfredi.
You know what's funny? They like if you go down the there's gonna be like names like Kirk Douglas. They're just gonna fill in names. Like Kirk Douglas, like people that don't exist. They just throw names.
Friedman.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So what was your question about?
And Ricky Hatton was number 1. Yeah. I'm sorry. I had to look at this to see.
All right, now we got 6 minutes.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So Roman Reigns. What's going to happen with AJ? How is he going to lose? Is the Bullet Club? I still think the Finn Balor's going to come and he's going to be the real head of whatever club they're going to do. I don't think AJ is going to factor into this decision. How does he lose at Extreme Rules, A-Track Brown?
I don't know how he loses at Extreme Rules, but I will tell you one thing. It it better be better than what they did at
I thought that was an excellent match, by the way.
It wasn't a bad match. It was a very good match. It was just the usual Cena style booking. You know, they protected AJ very well. When you look at it, he got 2 wins. But what did I see in this match? I saw AJ do 2 springboard elbows. I saw AJ do a springboard moonsault, springboard 450, and I saw Roman Reigns get hit with the Magic Killer, and then I see AJ Styles getting beat with a spear.
Yeah.
So, you know, AJ carried this match. AJ did his thing. AJ pulled out all the stops, and he loses to 1 spear. So, yeah, you can do all the protection. You can do all the 2 wins in the same match or whatever. But at the end of the day, he lost to a spear, whereas Roman got put through a table, got hit over the guardrail, got hit with two finisher type moves, 3 when you count the Magic Killer, and it only takes a spear to beat AJ Styles. This is why people are not liking Roman Reigns. This is why. This crap right here. This does not work. It doesn't help this dude whatsoever. And eventually, it's only a matter of time before he comes out to these big-ass course of booze and comes out with a dumb smile on his face, like other people who will remain nameless, you know? And it's not good. They're not helping this guy. The overbooking. This is why I stopped liking Austin during the late 90s, because all of the constant overbooking is just like, stop it. And I don't care if it's somebody who's good or if it's somebody who's bad. The overbooking has to stop. Right. I hate it when they treat dudes like they're really like untouchables.
All right, let me get Ray's perspective on this. Ray, tell me what you think is going to go down, man.
Unfortunately, I think what you think now. I think AJ Styles is going to lose. He'll lose clean. He'll lose to a spear or a Superman punch or something stupid like that. I'm just disappointed, man. The WWE doesn't want to kind of shake things up and maybe take the title off of Reigns. I don't know.
When you look at this, and I'm gonna try to keep my composure because this is BSN. We'll get into the full rage on PW Hustle. But when you look at it, would it really have hurt to give this dude the title if you're only going to have a rematch anyway?
That's what I'm saying.
Why couldn't you have given AJ Styles this title? Why?
Well, that's just the thing. The way I look at it is that they were never going to give him the title because they had too much invested in Roman Reigns already. They had this whole setup.
I get that. But they wouldn't lose anything by having him win.
What they should have done is kept AJ Styles away from Roman Reigns, not have them there so quickly. Have AJ Styles win the Money in the Bank and draw that out.
It's the typical.
I disagree.
They didn't listen. Here's why they needed to keep AJ away from him. Number one,
I agree with that.
You're pushing this guy as a face. Oh, that's your plan. Why would you put him into a match with a guy who's one of the most popular guys in there as far as debuts are concerned? Him and Nakamura are the 2 most popular as far as new talent is concerned.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right? This dude is selling merchandise like crazy from what I understand. Roman isn't doing a damn thing. The people love AJ based off his ability alone. They hate Roman for that same reason. You know? And you didn't help him by put him in there with somebody who people can hate less, if that's even such a thing. Because right now, they can put him in there with The Miz, and The Miz will be more over than Roman Reigns. They hate this guy because they see the same thing. The writing is on the wall. They did not do him any favors. And it's Vince McMahon. You know, Vince McMahon is like, he's like George Steinbrenner at this point. Everything is for the glorification of his massive ego.
All right, let me get Ray.
Now,
Ray, what did you disagree with? You said you had disagreed. Go ahead.
I agree, but all right, here's the deal. I agree that they should have kept him away from Roman Reigns if they never intended on putting the title on him. Mm-hmm. What I think they should have done is immediately they should have put the IC title on him. That would have taken that belt to another level. The guy is selling merchandise like crazy. Those gloves are like freaking hotcakes coming off of WWE.com. The guy's super over. I think he would do for the. This is big. What I'm saying right now. I think he would have done. He would have done for the WWE Intercontinental title what Nakamura did for the Intercontinental title in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He would have made that belt super duper important, if not the second best belt.
You know
best
what?
Title.
I don't disagree with that. That would have been a great way to book him. I like my scenario too, but I don't disagree with that at all. If they gave him the IC belt, I wouldn't have had an issue with that. But I don't hate what they're doing with the IC belt right now. I kind of like what they got going on, and the Miz. No, but I think the Miz is excellent right now. But not only that, they got. You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, but not only that, they got Owens. They got Sami Zayn in the picture, and Cesaro. So it's kind of cool. I kind of dig that. I don't hate that. Good Lord,
my dogs don't like that. They do not like what's going on right now with the IC title picture. They don't like the fact that you like it. You should have saw them when you said ROH was Cena was having ROH style matches.
Do we have to go back to that? Do we have to go back to that? Oh gosh! But check it out. Another thing. If they would have given him the Money in the Bank, it would have been pretty cool because it could have. I don't know, the anticipation that would have built everybody, the whole wrestling community would have been like, wow, is this really going to happen? When is it going to happen? And odds are, when you get the Money in the Bank, 9 times out of 10, you win that title. Not always, but I think it's just Damien Sandow was the only one, right?
No. It was Damien Sandow.
Uh-huh.
Somebody else got screwed out of the Money in the Bank. Oh, John Cena.
Oh, yeah, but he was already a champion, so he doesn't.
Ken Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was a whole different world. Didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, something like that happened. Okay, but
no, he got fired.
He got hurt then fired. So,
but anyway, I would have liked to have seen that happen, and instead we got him here. And I think the end game for Roman Reigns is going to be Seth Rollins, or John Cena, or both at some point. But I think that's what's going to happen.
I think the end game is Roman Reigns, and his cousin, The Rock, at SummerSlam.
That could happen.
Okay.
That could happen. That's a feasible option, and Roman Reigns would win and get booed out the building. Like, I mean, they need to start looking at ways to get people to like this guy.
Listen, all right, let me just say this, Billy Ray, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Look, all right, I know we're on time restrictions, but I really want to. No, all right. So here's the deal. I don't know why WWE is so stubborn. Like if you listen to what we've been talking about from the very beginning to right now at this point in juncture, we're talking about how WWE just refuses to give us what we want. We don't want. But did you listen to the podcast?
Yeah. All right.
Did you listen to that long soundbite that was put together with the music and everything of all the
Roman Reigns stuff? Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah, it was appropriate.
Thank you very much. Now, this guy has been written horribly. It's not Roman Reigns' fault. He's not horrible in the ring. The guy is I think he has more moves in his arsenal than the WWE is allowing him to use. And on top of that, Nick Hausman always says on the WZ Daily that the guy is well protected. How? He's well protected by the office, and he's well protected by wearing that freaking gear. Do you notice he was wearing padding all over his body, right?
Yes, and you don't understand how stupid I thought it was when I saw people trying to chop him. I'm like, what are you doing? He's wearing a freaking bulletproof vest.
Do you think that's by accident?
And let me ask you a question. Wait a minute, because they really made AJ Styles look like a dumb redneck. When the ref was counting to 10, why didn't AJ just roll right back out of the ring? You roll in.
I was thinking the same thing. Go in, and then go back out the ring.
Pick up the count of me, dude. You and the IWGP champion. What are you, a moron?
it's a 20 count in Japan.
20 count Japan.
He got confused.
Yeah, he went back in. He was like, all right, I'll come back out, wait another 10 seconds, and then...
So to understand, I want to address this real quick. A no DQ match does not mean a pinfall doesn't break up in a rope break. A no DQ match means if you are in a submission hold and you reach the ropes, the person doesn't have to let go. But when you're being pinned, it doesn't matter if it's a no DQ match. If you touch the rope, you got to break up the pin. That's it.
I don't know
There's a lot of people saying because there was a lot of people who were I saw Twitter and even a few people on the BSN fan page. They were like, it was a no disqualification match, and I'm like, that doesn't matter when you reach the ropes in a pinfall. So
that really might be the case. Listen, man, thanks for joining us this week right here on Big Slam Nation, OneWrestling.com. Big Ray, you want to give the rundown like you always do?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us here at One Wrestling on Twitter. Follow me at Big Ray Show. Follow the Pharaoh Fancy. I call him the Pharaoh Fancy. Follow A-Track Brown at the Pharaoh Fancy. Follow Billy Ray Valentine at OB1 You Know Me. I remember now. Are you excited?
Yeah.
The Professor Quintana at PROFPW Hustle. Connor OKFabe at OKFabe. That's OKAYFABE. Fame Black at Fame Black. And of course, you got the show Bill Schuyler at You Got the Show. And of course, the legendary, the one and only Bill After, the author of Is Wrestling Fixed? I didn't know it was broken. Bill After. Follow him on Twitter at After1Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this every week, and I'm sure you guys pretty much feel the same thing. I mean, I'm sure, you would do this for a living, but if you couldn't, you would do it anyway. Why? Because, well, we love talking wrestling. Am I right, Billy?
Yeah, man. And have a good weekend, everybody.
And I just want to say to my mans out there, Jazzershans, yes, I finally heard the entire Deftones album, the entire Gore album. I gave it a 7.5.
Well, Jazzershans is a Deftones fan?
Jazzershans is a Deftones fan, so Jazzershans is in my cool book on that.
Big shout out to Jazzershans. 8-Track Brown and Billy Ray Valentine has been to many, many, many Deftones shows.
Going to another one,
and we're going to another one very, very soon. And we're gonna be out there, losing our minds. Maybe we'll shoot some video of ourselves marching and Stone Cold stunnering people in the mosh pit, doing all types of stuff. The Deftones. What's up, baby?
Before we leave, I just want to ask one question.
What's that?
Did the Solid Monster get Alex Riley fired?
I think he did.
He just did the people's elbow. Hey,
power of Twitter.
Next week. All right. Peace. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
All caps.
All right. Cool.
I can't change my.